The FIVB World Grand Prix has come to Thailand for the climax of this year's thrilling event. 6 teams competing to be crowned champion. All the action to come right here in Bangkok. Hello and welcome to the Hui Mark Indoor Stadium for game number 4 from this World Grand Prix final. We are focusing on Pool J1. Brazil top it, Thailand are in second place, Russia currently bottom, but that's because Russia haven't played yet. They're up against Brazil, and Brazil dispatched Thailand in straight sets in their opening game. And as mentioned, Russia yet to play. This is the Russian lineup. They certainly match up well with Brazil, plenty of height and power, but they lack experience. Zarieshko, who is the big middle blocker, number 4 at 196, doesn't have many international starts. Number 17, Malik, just 23 years of age. Normally an opposite player, but may well go through the outside today, as head coach Yuri Marichev looks to match up that height and power. One player to look out for, Natalia Goncharova, the opposite blocker, spiker, the power hitter for Russia, the best player so far for them, and looking to continue that form. They come into this tournament 8-1 to these finals. So too do Brazil, and that's the squad as we look at it. Fabiano, the captain, through the middle, will no doubt start today, along with Tyson, number 6. Faye has been playing well through the outside, and Camilla Breit, number 18, the libero, has been superb. Plenty of experience for Brazil. They have 8 players from the World Championships who played in the World Championships. And for the likes of Natalia, currently Brazil's best player. Also 14 World Championship matches, but no Olympic Games for her, so this will be her first going to Rio. However, there are 6 players in the squad with Olympic Games experience, and 4 of those with 2 Olympic Games experience as well. Sheila Castro, number 13, the opposite player. Jackie, number 8. Tyson, number 6. And Fabiana, number 13, have played in 2 Olympic Games and will be going to their 3rd come Rio. All attention now, though, on this game. Their focus is on getting past Russia and qualifying through to the semi-finals. If they lose to Russia, they'll have to rely on Russia beating Thailand, or certainly not taking a set or 2 off of them, should they lose. And that would send potentially both of these teams through to the semis. All to play for. Not much in it between the 2 teams. Could well be a 5-setter. Before all of that, though, we're going to have the national anthems. We'll start with Russia, finish with Brazil. So with the anthems over, the players will have one last shout, then go to the bench and then get ready to be introduced to all of us, and we'll find out exactly who is playing and where they're playing and where they'll be starting on court. Before we meet the players, though, we will meet the referees. First referee today is Płata Dudek from Poland, and he'll be ably assisted by Susana Rodriguez Yativa from Spain.
The second referee is Ms. Susana Rodriguez from Spain.
Time then for the players to make their way out onto court.
Presentation of the starting players, liberal player and coach from Russian Federation.
So we're going to start with Russia, and going through the outside then will be Yana Sherban, number 1. Through the middle, Irina Zaraksko, number 4. In the opposite slot, Natalia Goncharova, number 8. No surprise there. Setting is number 10, Ekaterina Kosyanenko, Pankova, she has on her shirt. Through the middle, along with Zaryashko, is Irina Fedisova, number 14. And the other outside hitter is number 17, Natalia Malik. Normally plays in the opposite slot. That's how Russia line up. They've gone for height and power. That may mean that they will be lacking in serve reception. We wait to see whether that will be the case or not, having Malik in as an outside hitter, swing hitter. Yuri Marichev has gone with that lineup. We'll find out whether it'll be successful or not. Brazil come out onto court with an unchanged team from their game against Thailand. The captain, Claudino Fabiana, number 1 through the middle. Number 3, Danny Lins is setting. Number 6, Thaisa is through the middle. This is how Brazil line up, the same as they did in the game against Thailand. Number 12, Natalia through the outside. Number 13, Sheila is opposite, and number 16, Fernanda Rodriguez Fegare is the other outside hitter. And Leah, in fact, is going to get the start. The libero for Brazil, Camilla Braitz, number 18, the other libero. Second referee just checking the rotations, and then that will allow the liberos to go in on either side. Fabiana will come off, Leah will go on, and for Russia the same thing happens, off goes number 4, Zaryashko, and on comes number 19, Anna Malova. Russia in blue serving, Brazil in yellow receiving. This game number 4 from the World Grand Prix finals here in Thailand, Bangkok. And it is Brazil who get the first point, courtesy of Thaisa through the middle. Danny Lins establishing that very early. Now Thaisa goes back to serve. It's a good serve as well. Anna Sherban didn't like that. Good up from Danny Lins. Good dig by Malova. Just thrown into the back row by Goncharova. How did she get away with that? I don't think she can quite believe it. That was a horrible throw, wasn't it? Horrible dig by Thaisa. Russia have their first point. Malik with the serve. Sheila just had to check her run, didn't matter though. Still able to get the side out. Good up by Leah. Oh, nicely done. A quick in transition. Danny Lins to Fabiana. It was a B quickness shoot in front. Sheila once again, very good start this by Brazil, 4-1 up. I'm really surprised by Sheila's stutter on her service. She seems to have this little stutter she's put into her footwork, but yesterday in a game against Thailand she made 2 foot faults and she was very close to the baseline again with that previous serve. But it is though, we're unable to make anything of it. Russia gets side out. Served by Fetisova. Kept in play by Fetisova. Goncharova hasn't really had a swing yet. Good out. Free ball for Russia. Maybe Goncharova will have a swing this time. Indeed she does, and that's what she can do, and that's why she's the best scorer for Russia. Hard, straight off of the forehead of Fabiana, and out of play, and Russia just like that are back in it. Right off the bounce of the middle blocker for Brazil. Figueiredo. Another chance for Natalia. But she's unable to get that off of anybody's hands. And point goes to Russia. Good up by Goncharova. And a good put away through position 4 by Sherban. Time, Sheila comes up with the unforced error. A couple of those now for Brazil, which sees Russia move 2 in front. Goncharova on a serving run. Nice play, Natalia. Cutting that one, well, hitting it over her shoulder, cutting the line. Getting block out in the process. Guimaraes was looking, wasn't he? Just trying to work out what's going on the other side of the net, what he needs to do, if anything. This game might well pan out. Certainly got 5 sets written all over it. Especially with the way the points are going at the moment, isn't it? Any big leads have been wiped out pretty quickly. Once again, Shaban may well be the target again. Malova puts the ball in, Shaban gets the block out. First technical timeout, 1 point separating the teams, Russia with the lead. That squeal you could just hear then was because the Thailand team have come into the hall. The announcer's just told everybody, and they're not really watching what's going on court at the moment. The Thailand team will be playing Russia, so they've come in to see exactly what they're all about. Shaban with the serve. Side out. Danny Lins. Oh, it's kept in play by Danny Lins. And hammered away by Natalia. What a pickup by the setter. What a swing by the outside hitter. Volleyball couldn't bring it back. And Brazil now open up a 2-point lead in this topsy-turvy, sea-soaring, high-quality first set.
От первого мяча до последнего. Аня там побежала, другой упал, все. До конца, на блоке то же самое. На передней линии стоит.
That's the points run for Brazil. They had 1 off from 7, Russia had 2 from 5, and now Brazil have gone 2 from 8, the 8 being their side-out point. It shows that both teams struggling a little bit with serve-receive. Ability to side out. Absolutely no struggle for Goncharova with that one though. Goncharova plays for Dynamo Moscow. A few of the team do. Six from the squad are with Dynamo Moscow. Also Dynamo Kazan making up a couple, and Dynamo Krasnodar. Over it is for Russia, the setter in to serve. So 3 rotations now with a very strong Russian front row. The gap too big though for Russia, exploited by FIVB. Interesting little side-out routine that from Russia, taking the passer out of the rotation at position 2 and bringing in Goncharova, the opposite player, to pass, meant that Vankova could get up and set early. Set that was from Danny Lins, one-handed reverse. Italia late to react, and Russia have levelled. Good ball in by Fabiana. FIVB it was who had the swing, but then overreaching. As that ball's a little bit in front of her, and swallowed through into the net. So Russia have the point. Malik, it will be to serve. Grimares still expressionless. Super cut back to the line by Sheila. That's quality. Well, there's nowhere that time though for Sheila to go. Danny Lins in the way of it, gets the ball in her face for her troubles. Well, the Russian block just jumped a little too early. Now that meant Fabiana could go over the top. Able to actually put it down the line. It's a very good swing from Fabiana on that slide behind. Serve from FIVB. Rotation fault for Russia. Second referee saying that there's a problem between 10 and 1 between the setter and player number 1. Well, they're both, it shouldn't matter because they're both either backcourt or front court. They're on the same rotation. It can't be 10 and 1 unless, and she can't be the wrong side of her either. Either way, it's a technical timeout, Brazil in front. That'd be why, because so the initial rotation there at Pankova has to be the other side of Sherban because they're both in the front row. A little bit too early. Good up by FIVB. And a nice put down by Sherban. Up waiting with that easy block. Russia with some slight differences to their serve receive to normal because Malik, who's playing as an outside hitter, number 17, doesn't pass. She's an opposite player. So she's been taken out of the pass, and number 8, Natalia Goncharova's coming in to pass as an opposite player. Making a double substitution here to put the setter into the back row. Babashina's come in, she is the setter. And that's put number 18, Ksenia Ilchenko, in as an opposite player, even though in fact she's an outside hitter. It's just too low. There's no way you're going to get past Zariashko with a set like that. Interesting though, watching Zariashko, one of the tallest players on court, and she's keeping down with her hands low. So just standing there with her hands above her head, which would be above the height of the net. Which means she's got very little time to worry about. She can get to the ball really quickly just by going onto her toes. Fabiana. Oh dear. Disappointing seeing that again. Don't think she wants to see it again. Miss hit from Brazil, and now the lead swings back Russia's way. Well, it's been a messy game, hasn't it? Errors are strewn on both sides of the court, and now it's Brazil who called timeout. Well, there's the Thailand team. Plumjit, centre of the picture, the captain. Not everybody watching what's going on though. Sherban to serve. And it can only tip. Nice set from Thaisa going to the back row. Lovely up by Malova. Free ball now for Brazil. Two front court options. Thaisa hammers it through the middle. Danny Lind's finding her with no difficulty at all. Brazil have drawn level. That's well played by Brazil. They've run that over the four-hitter, not over the set, over the middle blocker. Well, that's not so good, though, from Danny Lind's. Sheila working her magic through four. Brazil levelling. Italia. FIVB with a punishing swing. Danielchenko couldn't stop it. And neither could Fetisova. Off come setter and outside hitter. Goncharova's back on. And so too is Kostyanenko Pankova, as she has on her shirt. Forsaken the setter in the back row just because they want their main hitter in the action. Good dig by Brazil. Goncharova gets ready to go on the 10. Oh, she's put down. Brilliant blocking by Brazil. Taisa shuts down Goncharova. Well, they're going to challenge. And the challenge is for a net touch by Brazil, by Russia in the block. Clutching at straws springs to mind, but also, though, it's a way of getting a bit of a delay. Nothing to lose at this point, really, except a challenge, and he still has one left, does Yuri Marichev, if this one doesn't work. Official review says they were nowhere near the net. We knew that, though, didn't we? Has it affected Natalia? She's about to serve. Brazil are easing away now from Russia. Poor pass into Pankova, who was having to scramble backwards, then couldn't fire the ball out far enough to allow Russia to have a hard swing at 4. Brazil soak it up and come back with more heat and take the point. Timeout called by Russia. More trouble for Goncharova, more trouble for Russia, delight for Brazil. Danny leads. Sheila gets block out, does she? No, it comes off Sheila as it goes out. Set point saved again. When's Daniel is going to go to the middle? Not with a ball like that in, she won't. It's still in play. Figueiredo for the set. Oh, she's done it. Finds the cross-court angle. And Brazil take the opening set 25-22. Malik was too late to get there, and then there was no one able to stop that ball from hitting the floor cross-court. Molova with no chance. Wasn't too bad errors. Russia with 5 blocks, but Brazil with 3 aces, and Brazil with more attacks. Not much in it, as we expected, but Russia's capitulation towards the end of that first set will be a worry for Yuri Malachek. Set 2 about to get underway, no changes for either side. As we might have expected, Daniel ends with the serve for Brazil. Malik looking for block out, but not getting it. Yuri Marichov deciding he's had enough, so Malik goes, and well, she's after all an opposite player, and so he's brought in Ksenia Ilchenko. It's a substitution going on after only 1 point. Sheban shanks the ball, Brazil up by 2. are going to challenge whether that was in or out. So they're going to be 3-0 or 2-1. It's looking out to me. And it looked out to Hawkeye as well. Linz will serve once more. Chef's off to a flyer, isn't he? One substitution, one challenge. We've only had 3 points. Good up by FIVB. Oh, lovely from Sheila. We could be having a timeout soon as well. That could be a very quick hat-trick from a coaching point of view, with all of those happening. A challenge, a substitution, and a timeout within the first 5 points. Well, that won't be happening now because Russia have a point on the board, courtesy of Ilchenko. Good up by Malova. Goncharova hasn't really got into the game yet. Oh dear, FIVB couldn't get off the floor. Well, there's definitely a weak point for Russia that Brazil will look to exploit. Goncharova's having the shocker by her very high standards. Sarieshko is just a novice really at this level, even though she's tall, and she's struggling as well. And at 5-1, Russia called timeout.
Счет такой, мы тут распределяем там туда, да вот, зачем, как? Вот во второй зоне, когда они помогают. Давай, пошли!
Dig. Well, it's a shame FIVB couldn't find a winner with that play. That really would have put Goncharova in trouble. As it is, though, she gets another swing and can't find a way through. Still no way that Russia can get the ball down, and at last they do, and it's Goncharova who comes up with the goods. Despite the 3 blockers, she goes over FIVB and just to the side of Thaisa. A confidence booster for Goncharova. Sariashko. Brilliant from Thaisa. Well, Thaisa doesn't run the slide behind. She doesn't need to. Just goes up, a quick bang. Simple and very, very effective, especially as they run it over the outside hitter. Italia just turned by that ball. It's Goncharova, he'll go back to serve for Russia. Well, it's an A quick or a B quick. Fabiana likes the B quick, Thaisa likes the A quick. And at 7-3 down, Russia calling timeout, and they've all but gone now, haven't they? I don't think there's got any timeouts left.
Здесь ты говоришь, что ты полностью, не полностью, связка зона играется, и связка стоит. Опять ход мешка на зону. Ты успеешь на зону туда и 4 помочь сюда. Ну неужели это сложно запомнить и сделать, а? Перед тем, как выходите на площадку, ты думаете чуть на ход вперед чуть-чуть. Давай,
Indeed not. So that is Marichev's second timeout. He has none left. There's a technical timeout to come at 8 and at 16. It could be going back off court again very shortly, but Marichev calling the timeout now because he'd rather that his team come off 8-7 up than 8-3 down. And they certainly won't be 8-3 down. That was technical. Might be 8-4 though. Fabiana late to get across. Slide behind works. Fabiana gets the better of Russia's middle block, and we head 8-4 into the technical timeout. Brazil with a pretty big lead. So Yuri Marichev has made a change through the middle for Russia. He's taken off Irina Fedisova, number 14, and brought on number 20, Anastasia Sliakovaya. Sliakovaya, number 20, much taller. But she can't get the ball at the moment because the other substitute, number 18, Ksenia Ilchenko, can't get the ball in. First glimpse of Sliakovaya. High and wide, and off the block and out. Nice work that time. Ilchenko doing the business. Italians banging it off the block and out. It's unlikely that Brazil will give up a lead such as this. Zaliashko getting there but not getting across the net. Fabiana now with the serve. Over having to reach and stretch, just tweaking her ankle. She's got the protectors on, and also she's got a pair of running shoes on, which really doesn't help matters. Volleyball shoes designed specifically for the sport because they have no heel in them. In other words, your foot sits flat in the shoe. They are a wide base and they're difficult to twist. Now tell me, running shoes, wide base, maybe. Heel, yes. Easy to twist, very. Another great block from Brazil. More issues for Goncharova. That's excellent work by Natalia to get out there and help on the block. Danny Lins with the serve. Oh, brilliant serve. That dropped wickedly just by that 3-meter line in front of Ilchenko. And Russia's passing problems continue to haunt them here. Their bid to match up with Brazil in terms of height and power is being offset by their inability to get the ball in. Coupled with their unforced errors, and Marichev can't do anything about this. He has no timeouts left. will be forced into perhaps a substitution. He's had 2 already, he's got 4 available. Oh, it's another error. And this time, Zaryashko, the rookie, can't find the sideline. This could be a 10-point margin. Dropping her left arm, cutting her way across her body. So what do you do when you have no timeouts left? You call for a challenge because you're getting a timeout. Well, why not? Especially if you saw a touch. Well done, coach. Russia needed that, didn't they? Still wasn't a great swing by Zaryashko. Sheila rescues Brazil an instant side out. And they're on course to take this second set. Danny Lins with her pre-serve routine. Bludgeoning that ball off the hands of the Brazilian block to get the point for Russia. Goncharova. Nice work, Fekirei, dealing with the set from Thaisa. And Brazil leads 16-8 at the technical timeout. Just wonder, don't you, if Thais got a spot marked out for her Rio 2016 Olympic tattoo. She's got Beijing and London. That's the point scored by Brazil. They are bossing this set. Oh, more trouble. Rotation error for Russia. It's between 18 and 19, the libero and Bilichenko. Bilichenko has to be in front of the libero, and she wasn't. Spotting been on the wrong side of her as well. That's off the block and out of play for Brazil. Oh, what a good serve that is from Thaisa. Good up by Sheila. This time Goncharova tries to miss the block, and in so doing misses the court. There is going to be a challenge though. Talk about clutching at straws. So, Marichev, no timeouts, no challenges, and really no chance of winning this set. Well, that could have been a double, and indeed it is given as a double eventually. Fabiano was kind of hoping, oh, it's gone that far, maybe he won't call it. So double substitution now coming from Russia. 4 substitutions made by Marichev. He's 2 substitutions away from the coach's hat-trick, something that if you haven't seen, I don't know what it is, you should have a look. Devised by Mark Lebedew, professional coach from Australia. And follows on from the cricket hat-trick, and the bowler gets 3 in a row. The coach's hat-trick being 2 failed challenges, 2 timeouts, and 6 substitutions, all in 1 set. Marichev's as close as I've seen anyone get for a while. He only needs 2 more substitutions and he will have done it. So a few changes for Brazil as they have the luxury to do so. Gabi coming in and Ratsky coming in. Jurchev doesn't speak a word of English, so he's finding it difficult to communicate with anybody. Russia have the ball back and they get themselves the point with it. Nice swing through the middle. Shadow Kovayea. Sherpan, though, unable to help her teammates, giving Brazil a point and putting them 4 from the second set. With a replay we don't really need to see, do we? We knew it was miles out. Fegare. Fegare's had a few timing issues on that backcourt pipe. There's a timing issue there as well between Roberta and Fabiana. However, those go gadget arms of Fabiana coming to the rescue and catching Russia by surprise. Just having a look at the rotation on the scorer's table at the moment. That's what the delay is, checking it's the right server. And they're all happy with that, so away we go again. Massive block. Fabiana, Natalia combining to deny Ilchenko. Huge block from Natalia. And again, well, this set has gone horribly wrong for Russia. 24-10, set point for Brazil. Russia just want to get off the court, regroup, start again, don't they? Fegare. And that's it. The second set is done and dusted. Brazil have just whooped Russia 25-10. Not many would have predicted a scoreline like that. Brazil lead by 2-0. The Thailand equivalent of stomp, keeping the crowd entertained in between the sets. Brightly coloured. Very energetic. And obviously very loud. Marichev will be happy. Zeliashko with the serve. It's a good serve. Goncharova pops it up for Pankova. And then Sherban has got slightly under that one. Couldn't get block out. Classic four hitting for a swing hitter of Natalia's caliber. Looked like she was going cross, and just look at the way she goes over the shoulder down to the line where there was nobody to stop it. FIVB. This one looking a lot more like the first set, with both teams getting the point. That was a bit of a dodgy set from Pankova, but she gets that privilege being the setter. Another big hard swing. Natalia's really made a name for herself in this Brazilian lineup. For quite some time she was a substitute coming in, but she's established herself as very much an integral part of the first six, along with FIVB. Jackie, a one-time starter and consistent first six player, now a substitute for Brazil. It's kind of almost a little bit of sentiment, you think, for Guimarães in having Jackie in the squad leading up to this Olympic Games. A chance for her to finish her career playing on home soil in Rio. She was struggling to find a club in Brazil at one point last season. Danny Lins with the serve. Again, Goncharova's problems continue. She's great 1 minute, and not so great the next. And at the first technical timeout of set three, Brazil lead by 3. Danny Lins with the serve. High, hard hit. Goes all the way on the other side of the court from that swing by Malagina. Startseva also taking over setting duties. Slia Kovea through the middle, so certainly nothing like the starting lineup we saw for this match for Yuri Marichev and Russia. It's only Zaryashko and Goncharova and Sherban who've kept their places on court. Goncharova's been replaced, although partly in tactical substitutions. Doesn't really matter how badly she's playing, you still want her on court. Marichev certainly does. Nicely done by Goncharova. Surely it would be a carry or a catch, and indeed Quetta Dudek saying it was a catch. Well, Malagina, who plays for Zarechi Odintsovo, has absolutely no international experience coming into this World Grand Prix. It's all new for her. She's certainly doing a good job in what is the deep end against Brazil. You see, she certainly matches up height-wise, just didn't take the power away from Taisa. This is a big lead already for Brazil in a match that many would have thought would go to 5 sets. Certainly, I doubt very few people would have predicted a 25-10 second set victory for Brazil, or even 3-0 for either side for that matter. But it certainly looks like Brazil could take this one 3-0. They got a 5-point lead here. They're looking pretty comfortable, aren't they? Everyone's available, everyone's firing. That was really good blocking actually from Irina Zaryashko. Seeing what was in front of her, Danny Lin's one hand up, there was nowhere else she could go. She waited and then she went across on the middle. She didn't try and stop what the setter was doing. Super blocking that from Zaryashko. Startsieva goes after Natalia again. Not another great pass from Natalia, and that's been compounded by a poor swing from Figueiredo. So 2 cheap points for Russia. Puts them back to within 3. Guimarães thinks about timeout, doesn't call one yet. Startsieva once more. Oh, just hate it when that happens as a coach. When your backcourt player on the opposition side goes up to play the ball and leaves it, and the blockers just watch it go over their heads. Embarrassing moment for the Russian block. That's interesting. Thais is going to the far corner. The place to serve on the rotation that Russia put in front of her is down the line to position 1, because the setter is pushed right up onto the 3-meter line with Malagina. Lots of space behind that the libero has to cover, as well as their own job. Figueiredo finds the cross-court angle. Brazil still have a comfortable lead. Serving instructions being given to Zaryashko by Yuri Marichev. And that wasn't the instruction. She must have misheard him. paintbrush, the backspin, the sclaff, the miss-hit, whatever you want to call it, doesn't work. The second technical timeout, Brazil lead by 5. That's a great dig from Danny Lin's. Super angle, wasn't it, from Goncharova, going from one 3-metre line to the other. Another good dig, this time Sheila, but that one thrown down by Goncharova. Legally so, said the referee. Nothing wrong with that, great block. Sheila with a petulant throw of the ball into the air. That time, Natalia getting caught between a roll shot and trying to do something with it. Ended up doing neither, didn't she? The 1-foot Yahoo from Jackie. They always win. Got it in between the seam of the block, that gap between Sherban and Sheila Cabella. Lovely play from Sherban. Well, the last time I watched Goncharova play was at the World Grand Prix finals in Omaha last year, and she really is a shadow of that player at this tournament. She carried the load for Russia. They got to a point where they're in with a shout of winning, ended up finishing second behind the USA. All thanks to the efforts of Goncharova, but she was certainly not up to the level she was last year. And she's not getting much help from the players around her. Sherban's doing as good a job as she can, trying to carry the load. But the rookie players are struggling. Timeout called by Russia. Brazil on the verge of a 3-0 victory here and assuring themselves a place in the semi-finals. Fetisova back onto court and straight into the action. That kind of sums up really the way Goncharova's played this match. It's almost like she hasn't just kind of felt comfortable, not really had the desire. She was walking awkwardly earlier on, just wondered whether or not she is carrying an injury. First challenge from Guimarães. Was it in or was it out? Dudek, the Polish first officials, had a really good game, hasn't he? Because we haven't noticed him, that's generally the way it goes. Volleyball's done all the talking, it's kept our attention. That's out. Oh, no, it's not. It's well in. I got my sides of the court mixed up then. So Russia have the point. Startseva's serve. Natalia's been the target for Russia in this third set, where we've sensed that she's been struggling. Well, that's a decent pass, and Brazil have their side out. They only need 4 more side outs to take the match. Giussini comes in. One little blocker for another. You can see why Fabiana gets the nod over Giussini. Jackie couldn't keep that one from going up into the crowd. And there could be 2 more substitutions coming here for Brazil. Gabby, number 10, getting ready, and so too Roberta, number 9. Well, they've got a side out first. Nice serve by Malagina. Oh, what a swing from Sheila. That was superb. Sheban had crept too far into court, couldn't get back out wide. Sheila then with the serve. Guimarães was going to make the double, but he's going to let it ride. He's going to let Sheila serve. Goncharova finds a way through. There's a change coming for Russia. Zarashka goes off, Babashina comes in. But to no effect. Brazil 2 away from victory. Good up by Leah. Natalia with the tip. It'll be picked up by Sheban. No one to have a swing though. Free ball here for Brazil. Giussini goes behind. It's in front to Natalia, who buries it right into the centre of court to bring up match point for Brazil. Well, they were here early, those Brazilian fans, watching the first game of the day in anticipation of this game. They haven't been disappointed, have they? They've seen their team dismantle Russia. And they've seen their icons playing some super volleyball in the process. That's a nice swing from Sherban. 4 opportunities from side out then for Brazil. Natalia. Did it catch the block? No, it didn't. It caught the net and it goes wide. Thaisa just saw next to Gavage putting her hands on her face. So Guimarães calls timeout. Goncharova walks back, and it is backs to the wall for Russia, that's for sure. Goncharova with ball in hand. First and foremost, it's got to go in. Brazil at least have to earn their side out. And they've done it. Sheila on the backcourt pipe, and Brazil wrap it up. 25-21. They beat Russia by 3 sets to nothing. Well, that's laid down a marker for this tournament, hasn't it? It certainly lays down a marker ahead of the Olympic Games as far as that's concerned. Brazil are through to the semi-finals. Past Thailand to book their place. A consummate performance from Brazil. They held it together in the first set. A few errors from them, a few from Russia as well. And at 25-22, it was close up to 17-18, and Brazil snuck away with it. But then it was a demolition job in set 2, wasn't it? 25-10 before they were able to then see it out comfortably in the third set. Too many changes for Yuri Marichev. He just couldn't find a formula that worked for him. Not helped by the lack of form of Goncharova. Disappointment for Russia. That wasn't what they were hoping for. And now Yuri Marichev's having a chat with the first referee about double touches. All irrelevant. His team didn't play well, and the statistics will bear that out for you as you have a look at them. Head coach Roberto Guimarães will no doubt be keen to celebrate with his team. But before that, though, he's going to have a chat with us and tell us about the match as we look at the girls celebrating. Good job from Jackie coming in with a cameo role. Thaisa was brilliant through the middle, wasn't she? They all did their bit, whether it be on court or from the bench. Here is Roberto. Let's hear what he has to say.
Congratulations again for your match today. It was a big win for you, and now you go to the next round. What is your expectation and what is your plan for the next match and the rest of the tournament?
First of all, I'm very proud of my team today. We play a really good match. We need to improve, but I think we need to wait to know the next opponent. We don't know yet, but we have to wait, and we have to keep in this concentration. It's very important for our team in this moment. Thank you.
Indeed it is. Wait and see who they get. They won't mind, will they? They'll be really happy with that victory. Here are the highlights. Well, that concludes our coverage from day 2 of this World Grand Prix finals. We hope you've enjoyed the volleyball. Still plenty more to come over the course of the week. We hope you can join us then. But for now, though, from all of us here, goodbye.